everybody, Jason here from Ghostbusters News, and today, the Halloween countdown, it continues, and let me tell ya, this video, it is going to be a big one, and that is because we're going to be taking a look at the brand new HalloweenCostumes.com exclusive 25-foot tall inflatable Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And before we get too deep into today's review, if you want to buy one of these for yourself, or if you just want to shop all the other exclusive and in-stock items available on HalloweenCostumes.com, we've got a link down below in this video's description, and if you use that link to shop, guess what? At checkout, you're going to save 15% off on all in-stocked items. Now with that said, let's go ahead and finally get into today's review, and if you follow Ghostbusters News on pretty much any social media platform, you know that we've actually had this Stay Puft for the past couple weeks, as we posted this video. Now, when it comes to reviewing inflatable renditions of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, I think I'm a seasoned vet. In fact, one of our very first reviews was of an 8-foot tall Stay Puft back in 2014. And then a couple years later, in 2016, I unboxed a 13-foot tall rendition. And if it's not obvious from those old clips, while I have gotten smaller, thank you, Stay Puft, he's gotten bigger. And as I just alluded to, I've had the Stay Puft in my possession now for about 3 weeks or so, and that's kind of weird for me because usually as soon as I get an item for review, I've got a video up within days. And that's not to say I was lazy and I wasn't working on a video. I've actually already shot 3 reviews for this Stay Puft. I just didn't like how any of them really came out, mainly because this Stay Puft I found pretty hard to review. I mean, it is a 25-foot tall Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Sure, there are minor details that I can tell you about and we're going to dive into in this video, but really, his big selling point is his immense size. Once again, 25 feet tall. I just need to show you that. I don't really need to talk about it. And before we do that deep dive today and kind of dig into some of those finer points, let's talk about Stay Puft before he's inflated, as he's going to arrive to you in a simple brown box. You see, these aren't being sold in stores, once again exclusive to HalloweenCostumes.com. As I already said, if you want to buy one, link down below in this video's description. But yeah, being they're an online exclusive, there's no reason for flashy packaging. On the side here, it does state what's inside, and you can also see they are individually numbered. Now, opening the box up here and getting Stay Puft spread out on the lawn, I gotta say, his size is a bit deceiving, as he doesn't really look all that big. However, take a look at this comparison between me and his face. Seriously, this is insane. Oh, and before we get him inflated here, a quick note, the back of this chest piece does include the Ghostbusters title. I mean, obviously, it's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, you didn't need to put the logo on it, but at the same time, branding, it's important, so I get it. Also, for those that have been asking, this is the fan that is included, and it is attached to Stay Puft's left leg. And before I forget, also inside the box, you're gonna find a set of stakes, rope, and instructions to help make sure you secure your 25-foot tall Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in place. And as I said, I recorded 3 separate reviews already for this Stay Puft. And right now you're looking at footage from the very first time I inflated him. And in no time, he goes from looking like this to his rear end being the size of a small house. I mean, just look at this thing and this questionable angle. Ugh, yikes. So here is the big reveal, the 25-foot tall Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, inflatable. Can you tell how legit excited I was there? Once again, that was mere minutes after getting the Stay Puft up for the very first time. And over the multiple times that I have set Stay Puft up and then taken him down, let me give you some advice for anybody out there who's thinking about buying Stay Puft or anybody who's actually going to be putting Stay Puft up on Halloween. This is no doubt a 2-person job. And if there's a little bit of wind in the air, I would likely say a 3-person job just to be safe. That's not to say I didn't manage to get him up once just by myself, but yeah, that wasn't easy. That was not easy. I mean, 6-foot tall man putting up a 25-foot tall inflatable. You do the math. When it comes to making sure Stay Puft is secure, you're gonna wanna stake his feet into the ground. There are 2 areas on each foot where you can do so 4 in total. And for some added protection, you can also tether him on each side. And now that I've kind of talked about how to get Stay Puft erect, let me just tell you that, well, you know, I love him. This is, without a doubt, the best inflatable of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man to date. And I just said I love him, and one of the biggest reasons for that is I love the way his face looks. I've always been an angrier Stay Puft type of guy. Like a lot of these past inflatables, they went with more of like a happier face, which I mean, looks good. But taking it back to this Halloween costumes exclusive, I just love the shadowing that is going around the eyes. To me, it looks so menacing. While at the same time, he's still the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, so he's scary, but totally adorable. So he looks great, he inflates relatively quickly, and if you're going to be using him in a semi-public area, let me tell you, he attracts a crowd. No matter if you set him up in the day or in night. Yeah, in case you didn't know, this inflatable does include internal lights. So it's not just a 25-foot tall Stay Puft Marshmallow Man inflatable, it is a light-up 25-foot tall Stay Puft Marshmallow Man inflatable. Alright, let me just be as honest as I can be here, because I know that this inflatable, it's not for everybody. I mean, it is over the top, it is crazy, it's a freaking 25-foot tall Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And if this Stay Puft, it's a little too big for you, HalloweenCostumes.com, they've also released 2 other variations. Both a 15-foot tall Stay Puft and an 8-foot tall Stay Puft. They include the same print work, so the same cool, angry-looking face, but once again, they're just smaller in size and, of course, the price. And if we're talking about the price, we're talking about the cost of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man inflatable, I do have to touch on the fact that ever since this Stay Puft was listed as pre-order to being in stock to being actually available right now, the price of it has actually went up. And I gotta say, I kinda saw this coming. I mean, I kinda called it. In my first report, I said that I thought the prices of these things were way too low for what they were. Heck, this 25-foot tall Stay Puft, even at its current price point, is still quite a bit cheaper than a lot of other similar sized inflatables. And I know I've already said this like 2 or 3 times in this video, but if you shop HalloweenCostumes.com using that link down below in this video's description, it will save you 15% off at checkout. And yes, it does include the 25-foot tall Stay Puft Marshmallow Man inflatable, the 15-foot tall, the 8-foot tall, really any in-stock item right now at HalloweenCostumes.com. You use that link, once again, at checkout, you save 15% off. Oh yeah, and being that we are talking about some of those other Stay Puft Marshmallow Man variations, be sure to keep it locked to the Ghostbusters News YouTube channel, as here on the Halloween Countdown, we are going to be taking a look at that 15-foot tall offering in an upcoming video. That's all I've got for you here right now. As always, subscribe. If you'd like to join up with Ghostbusters News, check out our Patreon page. A link to that is down below in the description, and I will see you right back here next time. You really don't get the sense of size until you have it in hand, until you see it face to massive, monstrous face.